Today we're going deeper. This is not just about identifying red flags. It's a full psychological breakdown of how emotional abusers identify, test, and trap their targets, and how to recognize it before it happens again. Whether you've been in a narcissistic or an emotionally abusive relationship, or you just want to understand more about human psychology, this video is for you. Hi there, I'm Virginia Purcell. I'm a certified counselor and executive coach, and I've helped many clients on their journey to recover from emotional and narcissistic abuse. To understand how emotional abusers choose their targets, we first have to understand what drives them. Many emotional abusers are narcissists. Most narcissists have a very fragile sense of self. They look confident, even arrogant, charming, but underneath, there's a very deep insecurity. They rely on what psychologists call narcissistic supply. That's constant validation, admiration, control, and attention from others. They are drawn to people who will fuel their ego without challenging it. And what do they fear most? Rejection, shame, or being seen as flawed. So they seek relationships that they believe they can dominate emotionally, socially, and sometimes even financially. And this desire to maintain dominance is what drives their selection process. Now let's break down the qualities that narcissists often look for in potential partners or friends. There's 6 of them. Number 1, high empathy. They want someone who will prioritize the narcissist's emotions and needs over their own. Number 2, low boundaries. People who say yes when they want to say no. People pleasers are real targets for narcissists. Number 3, self-doubt. Individuals who second-guess themselves are much easier to manipulate. Number 4, past trauma. Especially people with childhood neglect or abuse, which normalizes unhealthy love dynamics. Number 5, success or shine. Ironically, narcissists often go after people who are admired, talented, successful, and attractive. Not because they admire them, but because they want to control that shine. Number 6, conflict avoidance. People who fear confrontation are much easier to guilt trip or emotionally control. In short, emotional abusers look for people who give their attention, support, and status, but are hesitant to take or assert their own needs. These are the prime targets for emotional abusers. Now let's take a look at what happens next. After identifying a potential target, emotional abusers begin the grooming process. It's often very subtle. Here's some tactics. The first one you've probably heard of, love bombing. They fast track affection, say things like, oh my gosh, this is instant love. You're the person for me. I can see us being married on like the second date. This is accompanied by intense affection, intense compliments, making big future plans very, very early. Gift giving, sweeping you off your feet. It feels lovely, but it may be love bombing. Another tactic is called mirroring. They copy your interests, your values, even your tone, creating this illusion of deep connection. Isolation. They might subtly steer you away from friends or family. Questioning loyalty of friends, questioning whether perhaps your family members are taking advantage of you, sowing little subtle seeds of doubt. Gaslighting. Denying things they've said or done, making you question your memory or your reality. Guilt tripping, making you feel selfish or cold if you assert boundaries. Playing the victim, sharing dramatic stories of how others mistreated them to trigger your empathy and loyalty. Every step in this grooming process is designed to erode your ability to say no, to build trust quickly, and to make you feel needed and seen. But that changes. Inexplicably, there's a time where they start to devalue you. Slowly, they begin to criticize you. You're too needy, too emotional, not good enough. We call that the devaluation stage. And then following that is the discard. They ghost you, they cheat on you, or they end things abruptly. They often make you feel like you're the problem. And sometimes they come back. This stage is called hoovering, named after a vacuum cleaner. They return just long enough to draw you back in with charm, apologies, or a crisis, and start the whole cycle over again. Maybe you are wonderful after all. We are meant to be together. I guess that was a mistake. And then on again to the devaluation and the discard as well, over and over again. Understanding this cycle is a key to breaking free and staying free. Research shows that survivors of childhood trauma, codependent relationships, or emotionally unavailable parents are more likely to find emotional, abusive, or narcissistic dynamics familiar, and even comforting at first. People with strong empathy, high responsibility, or deep self-doubt are often targeted, not because they're weak, but because their compassion can be weaponized against them. But awareness changes everything. If you recognize your own patterns, you can change your path. So how can you protect yourself? I'm going to suggest 4 things you can do. The first, strengthen your boundaries. Learn how to say no, even when it feels uncomfortable. Number 2, notice what we call fast forwarding. Real love takes time. If it feels like a movie and fast forward, slow it down. Number 3, check in with yourself. Check in to see how you feel. If you constantly feel anxious, unsure, or drained, pay attention. That's a red flag. And the last one, never justify disrespect. Healing from emotional or narcissistic abuse often means rebuilding your own self-trust, learning once again to trust your own voice and your nervous system's sense of safety. Therapy, coaching, support groups, even journaling, all of these can help. Becoming targeted by a narcissist or emotional abuser doesn't mean you're broken. It means you have something beautiful that someone else wanted to control. You have a right to a safe, respectful, mutual relationship, and it's never too late to heal. If this video helped you, please share it with someone else who might need it. Thank you for watching. Take care.